All right, y'all. Coach Cecil here this evening. Just taking a few minutes to chat with you and just spend some time talking about this because I've had, first of all, I'm jacked out of my mind, super excited. Our mastermind is almost full, and to the point that I'm seriously considering possibly making it a little bigger to let more people in. So excited about those of you that have already submitted your applications and have been accepted to be a part of it. Still a few spots available, still a few spots left. And I always want to, when people hear mastermind, they always think about the typical price point. So usually, if you hear about a mastermind, it's going to cost you thousands of dollars. So again, just trying to do my part to give back to help change lives. And so, just so folks understand, we have a couple early bird offers still left, where you pay for the whole year. The master year offer where you just pay $600, so $50 a month for a year. I mean, that is steal, right? But again, I'm doing it on purpose because I know people are going through some tough times. Things are difficult, especially a person that's trying to get their business up and running, get it going. We want to make it affordable so you can position yourself to take advantage of this. The worst thing that could happen is for you to not be in a position to take advantage, and being a part of a mastermind is too important. The regular price point is $75 per session. So, I mean, $75, come on. You pay more than that for a pair of shoes, right? But the information you're going to get from this is going to be incredible and you're going to enjoy. So, if you want to take advantage of that, I'll link in my bio is there for the application. Take advantage, or you can DM me, send me a DM. Let's make sure we get you plugged in, or you can go ahead and comment, respond, whatever here in the comments below. It's another way for you to be able to be a part of this. Really going to be exciting. I really can't wait for us to start this journey together. And I just wanted to get on tonight just to kind of do a follow up because I already did a follow up before talking about what's the mastermind, helping to provide some information, providing some clarity, helping folks to be able to have some things to help you understand the value of what a mastermind is, how it can benefit you, why it'll benefit you. Because it's easy for folks not to know and be unaware of the benefits of a mastermind. And don't feel bad if you haven't heard about a mastermind, you've been a part of it. Masterminds, just so you know, the typical price point for a mastermind. We're just on our book club. I do my daily book club every day. And I just want to make a plug for that real quick. So the daily book club I do daily, Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time, totally free. Costs absolutely nothing. All right. It's a gift I give to the community. Something I started doing in the pandemic. Folks were looking for community. Maybe we're lonely, didn't have folks to be able to spend time with or be around. And so what better thing to get around and meet people and connect with folks than a book? So every day, Monday through Friday, we play a short excerpt, about 15 minutes of the book. Give folks a chance to introduce themselves so you're able to network and kind of learn about what each other does. And then we just go and talk about the book, talk about the excerpt that we played. And it has a mastermind-like format to it, right? Now, a mastermind is more intentional, but this is something that if you're looking for something that's free to be able to start kind of getting some benefit, maybe you need to start getting some personal development. Maybe you need to read more because you're not reading as much as you need to. This will be a great tool for you. And again, it doesn't cost anything. It's a gift that I give to the community for you to be able to have something for you to build and consistently do your personal development, because personal development isn't something that we should take lightly. It's something we should integrate into our lifestyles and do on a daily basis. Period. I'm an adamant believer. I'm passionate about it. So that's why I do it. Monday through Friday. We've been doing it here's the crazy part. We've been doing this now for 5 years. It's over 5 years now. Over 5 years you've been doing it. Isn't that crazy? We've gone over 60 books. So you can go, what's pretty neat is you can actually, if you join us on, use the link in the bio, you'll join us on the platform. It'll allow you to be able, here's what's cool. It will allow you now to be able to get access to the last like 4+ years, because the platform has replays. So you can get over 4 years worth of books that you can go in, hear the conversations. And, you can fast forward through the intros at the beginning and then get to the excerpt, hear the conversation. I'm telling you, these conversations are deep. But anyways, in our book club yesterday, one of the participants, who actually is one of the mastermind coaches who we working with us, talked about how he's paying $25,000 a year to be a part of a mastermind. Now that's very normal. 20,000, 15,000. That's the typical price point for a mastermind. Just so you understand, so people understand the gift that I'm intentionally giving to the community, because I understand where people are, and I understand the average person can't make that level of investment in their business or can't make that investment in themselves yet. Those high level investments. I'm intentionally now providing something to give that average everyday person that needs to get in and needs to be a part of a community and be a part of a growth community. I'm making sure it's affordable so you can participate and be a part of it. So excited about that. Looking forward to help folks to be able to get that benefit, to be able to help folks be able to create their change. So if I can help you, don't miss this. I'm telling you right now, don't miss this. Don't miss this. Like I said, the link in the bio so you can take advantage and fill out the application. Few spots left so you can take advantage of this. I'd hate for you to miss out on what's happening and how you can create your change and how this can help you to live your best life. So let's get some training in. What I want to do tonight, just want to give you some information so you're able to understand kind of what it looks like to be a part of a mastermind. And a lot of people don't understand what a mastermind is about, right? And so tonight, let me just kind of help frame it so that you're able to frame and understand a mastermind. And I've been posting some quotes about masterminds. So I'm actually going to take a moment now and read some of the quotes I've been posting about masterminds. First one, this is huge. A mastermind group is where individual brilliance transforms into collective genius. Oh, come on. So one of the big pieces about this is that we're really focused on really understanding that because of the power of synergy, there's limitless possibilities. There's so much that can come out of being a part of a community and growing with others. Another one, in a mastermind, the power of many fuels the success of one. I love it, right? Because you have everyone else focusing on helping you to win. Next one, I love this one. Alone, we can do so little. Together, we can achieve the extraordinary. Come on. Everyone knows that teamwork makes the dream work, right? We've always heard those kind of phrases, but this is powerful. The strength of a mastermind lies in its diverse perspectives, united in solving life's challenges. So for those of you that are like, I'm trying to figure out how to get where I need to go, and you're trying to figure it out by yourself, understand that in community, you can get there faster. It's an important piece, right? I'll give a couple more of these and then I'll get into what I have to share tonight. A mastermind isn't just a group, it's a force multiplier for your dreams. Come on, isn't that huge? Like that's when you think about what it is, what's the dream that you have? When you think about the business idea, the whatever it is that you're looking at, the idea that's been wrapping around your mind of the business you've started, and you need to scale it. Listen, you need to be a part of a community that can help you multiply your efforts. I genuinely believe when you're with a mastermind, you can 10x your growth by being a part of a mastermind. It's so huge. A couple more and I'll finish up. Collaboration in a mastermind turns obstacles into stepping stones to success. And I think it's, again, about perspective. It's positive peer pressure. And that's something that happens in the environment. And so it changes your whole perspective on things as a result. And here's my last one. Surround yourself with minds that challenge you and watch your potential multiply. Okay, so just some things I wanted to share to really put things in perspective that really help you to be able to really if in my mind's eye, I always tell people, this is all about perspective, right? And I think the average person misses it and doesn't understand the perspective. Most of us really feel that our priority really is for us to learn and grow individually, right? It's going to be an individual process. I'm going to learn, I'm going to grow. This is my my journey, my process. I have some things that I want to do, I have some things I want to accomplish. And you get the visual of the eagle, right? That just soars above, and that eagle does it by itself. It's a loner, it's by itself. Or you hear about the lone wolf, right? You hear this, but in actuality, as an entrepreneur, as someone thriving, truth of the matter is, you don't want to learn through the school of hard knocks. The school of hard knocks is way too expensive. Way too expensive. Your goal is to learn from what others have done, take what they've done, and allow them to help you multiply your own personal efforts to help you achieve at a high level. Why would you want to do it by yourself? Why would you even want to sit there and try to figure it out on your own? So to me, that's why this is so powerful. So a few key characteristics that I want to help kind of go over for a mastermind to help you understand. First of all, collaborative environment. Now, this is an important piece. Members share challenges and successes, which allows you to be able to kind of get fresh perspectives, right? And I think this is what's important. First of all, I'll say this. I could have just done a mastermind by myself, but because of the fact that I value community, I brought other mastermind coaches with me. So our mastermind won't just be you hearing my perspective. Won't be just you hearing from the perspective of just our participants. I've brought in other mastermind coaches. I brought 5 other mastermind coaches in with me that will be a part of the journey with us for this year. Individuals that have had incredible success in business, that are coaches, that have a variety of different perspectives to help add value to the conversation at different stages in their entrepreneurial journey that can help add value within my network. So I'm really excited about that, right? So you're not just hearing and learning from the people that are participating. You have additional folks like myself and others that this is what we do, right? This is how we help people elevate and how we help people get their breakthrough. And you'll have folks that have already that may not be coaches, right? But the fact that they've already had success in business, maybe they're a high level executive or whatever it might be that they're doing, government contracts, whatever, all these different individuals that are coming together that are focused on helping you to win. That's what this is about. Now that, so besides getting all the other entrepreneurs that are also sharing their experiences based upon where they are, some of them are far advanced, others are just beginning, you're hearing their perspectives and that's going to add value. And so that collaborative environment is a game changer, right? And for many people, they don't understand how vital it is to be a part of a community. Community changes things. I want you to understand community changes things. So if you haven't already learned about the power and the importance of community, it's beautiful. This is a powerful piece of helping you create change and transformation by being a part of a collaborative environment. Next is accountability. Now, accountability is huge because our regular consistent meetings, we're doing this once a month, and I'm intentionally not doing it like weekly or bi-weekly. I'm doing it monthly to give people a chance. You're going to get some, what I like to call paradigm shifts that will occur as you're learning from the process. Like people will say something, it'll be like, oh my gosh, that was a breakthrough for me. Now I want to apply it. If it happens too fast, it doesn't give you enough time to get that, to get that application in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that you have sufficient time to start working on things. So by the time you come back, the accountability isn't just a matter of, oh, well, I was told this and I was told that. And it was all that trust me, you'll be taking a ton of copious notes. That's without a question. That's definitely going to be a part of the journey. But what's most important is that you have time to work on improving and growing and mastering and getting things improved and developing and maybe having time to kind of take a step back and say, okay, this didn't work or that worked. Let me get some more feedback. Let me get some more input. Let me hear from others to hear what I did, what I tried that didn't work for me, or why it didn't work. All that's a part of it. But you have a month that really gives you that opportunity as opposed to having a really short time frame that then makes it so it's not as much time for you to turn around. The accountability is huge. If you don't have an accountability partner, it's going to make a major difference. It's the reason why people have coaches. It's the reason why you have personal trainers, because someone else holding you accountable keeps you on track, allows you to be able to grow, allows you to be able to thrive. That's different. It's different. And a lot of times people don't understand this vitally important piece of the puzzle. You need to have accountability. Accountability keeps you on track, helps to push you further than you push yourself. It's easy for us to stay comfortable. That's our natural bend. We naturally stay comfortable because it's what we do, right? That's the reason why we're oftentimes stagnant, why we're stuck. But having that accountability that's built into how you're interacting, what you're doing, game changer. So that accountability is huge and really helps you to stay on track and actually work towards your goals and helps to push you towards your goals as opposed to kind of staying there and hoping and wishing. Come on, you know. Let's not pretend. You know that you have some goals and some things that you should be working on. You know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I mean. You understand what I'm referring to. There's things that you should be doing. You're not doing it. Right? Am I wrong? Come on. You know that you have this goal, you have this dream, you know that you've had this idea, you know that you should have been doing this entire time, and for whatever reason you're stuck. It's because there's no accountability. I mean, at a job, right? Your employer kind of holds you accountable and makes you kind of do the work because of the fact that employer says you got to do it. And if you don't, well, there's consequences. But as an entrepreneur, that dream, that idea, it's oftentimes stuck because of the fact that you don't have that accountability. So a part of this positive peer pressure that you have by us coming together once a month is that there's a level of, now you come in community, you're going to be able to share, kind of talk about how things are going. And you're kind of like, oh, things aren't going. Or you're like, oh my gosh, the meeting's coming. I got to get some work. I got to do some things because I don't want to kind of show up and not doing anything, right? So that positive peer pressure is going to be huge. It's going to really help you to kind of have that growth that you're looking for. And that's why I say there's a 10x process that comes out of this, because not only are you learning a lot from others, more importantly than learning a lot from others is this important piece. In addition to that, you're also being pushed to do more because of the fact that others are also doing the same. Others are pushing themselves, and you feel this pressure to be able to do the same thing, to kind of push yourself out of your personal comfort zone. And that's an important piece of what happens with this community. Next, diverse expertise. And I just talked about this earlier, and this is important. You know, there's one, it's, you think you know, until you realize you don't, right? And I'm telling you, it's probably the biggest mistake that I made in my business career. Biggest mistake. I don't have many regrets, because many things that I've gone through have been a part of my growth, my learning, setbacks, all of that. They've all been a part of the process of me, I would like to say, evolving, growing, learning, all that, right? But the biggest mistake that I can say in my business career, the thing that actually I believe would have actually allowed me to achieve at a higher level faster, was that I didn't want to invest in myself and invest in learning. Honestly, I didn't want to actually take the time to make an investment in expertise. I was trying to save money, right? So I would say, I can't afford this. I can't afford to do this. I can't afford. It was always my statement. I always constantly said that, use that language all the time. I bought into that mindset, and that mindset actually held me captive and was one of the biggest reasons why my business didn't thrive or grow like it could have. It's the reason why I didn't grow like it could have, right? And I remember what began the journey was my investment. And here's going to sound crazy. It's a very minimal investment, but many of you may understand that you haven't even made this level of investment yet, right? My investment in Audible. That's what began the journey, where I made a decision that I would pay for a book every month. And at first, I'm just paying for it. And I'm like, oh, this money's coming out of my bank. I'm not even using it. I'm paying like 15 bucks a month. What the heck, right? And then I started reading. And then I started buying more books besides the one book that I would get per month, right? I'm buying books because my mindset is, if the book costs more than 15 bucks, I'm not using my $15 credit for that. I'm gonna pay for it. So I oftentimes buy 3 or 4 books in a month. And then came the book club, right? But the book club actually added to that. So in addition to what I read in the book club, I also read on my own. I have my own books that I'm reading on my relationship with God, on my relationship with my wife, on, on how to be able to do better as far as speaking, whatever aspect of my life that I want to improve on, my health and wellness. I am constantly reading other books to help me elevate. But that was the first investment. Then I started investing in conventions, and this is one thing I actually am grateful for the network marketing industry for. The network marketing industry is where I began my personal development journey, right? And again, and I say this to a lot of you network marketers that are listening right now. Listen, one of the biggest mistakes that network marketers make is that they don't, again, invest in themselves. They don't make the investments. And I'm telling you, you've got to invest in your business, even if it's doing something like a mastermind or doing something. Make the investment. Go to the conferences, go to the conventions, go to ones that are outside of your company where you can learn and expand your additional expertise. Listen, getting expertise is a game changer. So when I began to make the investment, I could literally see paradigm shifts that occurred, where I would literally see leaps in my business. I'd see complete shifts and changes that happened from making the investment in myself and my business, where my finances would leap. Exponential growth would happen just from making the decision and the choice to invest in myself. Are you investing in yourself? Are you investing in expertise? Are you making that investment? It's one of the things I talk to my clients about all the time. I'm a coach. So as a coach, I'm constantly telling my clients, make the investment. I remember when my mentor said it, and I'll never forget it. He said, you should be investing at minimum 2.5% of the income you want to earn in your growth and development. He said he recommends at least 2.5%. Honestly, it should be 5%. So whatever the amount of money you want to earn, at least 2.5% to 5% of that should be invested back into your business. You want to be a millionaire? 2.5% of that annually. Not talking about whatever over the life. Annually, you should be making that investment. So getting diverse expertise is going to be huge. And this is going to be really important because you're going to have all these different people with different backgrounds and different perspectives that are now pouring in to help you solve your problems and your issues. Part of the way how we're doing our masterminds, that there's two sides to, or two aspects to the mastermind group. It's gonna be about a 2-hour session, right? And so the first half of the session is gonna be focused on a topic, right? So teaching you something about how to do and be better. We'll have an expert, either myself or someone else. I might bring a guest in, or one of the other mastermind coaches might share, but one person is going to share on a topic, provide some value, and then the other mastermind coaches will add their thoughts and perspectives, and we'll open it up to the community for others to add their journeys and how it's helping them, or talk about their struggles, and we'll have a conversation around that to support and help each other around that topic. Then the second half is going to be now focused on answering questions specific to what you need to help you grow, right? So we'll ask folks to provide those questions beforehand, and then our mastermind coaches will then come prepared to answer the questions in the queue, right? And then we'll go through that and allow folks to have converse about that and talk about it and add value and speak to the person that's asked the questions to help provide additional clarity and make sure they have some clear stuff to take with them from the mastermind coaches, as well as from the community as a whole, to help them get that breakthrough, to help understand, or to help them to make better choices or work on whatever they're struggling with. That's the power of a mastermind. Again, getting diverse expertise, huge value. All right. Then the next piece is structured format. Now, this is important. The structured format is why there's a difference between the mastermind group that I have, and I kind of use air quotations for that, for the book club, because even though it's kind of a structured format because of the fact that we play the book excerpt and then discuss it, it really isn't as structured because we're not focused on a common goal that we're working towards, right? Different books that are talking about different things that are bringing different value. So right now, the book thing we're doing right now is Let Them by Mel Robbins. That's the book we're doing right now, which is a phenomenal book. Oh, this is called the Let Them Theory, I think is what it's called, right? But the book we finished before that was The $1 Million Identity. The book before that, it's all these other books that have different things. We did all types of books that we've covered. And so there isn't really a rhyme or reason. I'll say this, even though there's no rhyme or reason, our book club never chooses the wrong book. I mean, the books kind of pile on top of each other. They always kind of somehow are intertwined and interconnected. It's amazing how this community always chooses the right books that are at the right time to help us push ourselves and grow. And they're on all types of different, a variety of different things, topics, whatever it might be, a whole host of things, right? And so I love the fact that there's all this variety there. But again, that's not as structured. This is a structured format that's focused on helping you, and it's intentional. The topics that we're talking about are intentionally focused on helping you get your breakthrough for your business. So over the course of the 12 months, I basically have a format for what we're going to be focused on to help you to be able to work on getting better personally. Because that's the goal, right? We're not talking about just anything. These are particular things that are focused on helping you get your breakthrough, helping you be able to elevate, helping you do better as a business owner, right? So again, you may not even have a business that you've even launched yet, but the things we're going to talk about will help you to put systems and things in place so that as you launch your business, you can thrive. Or you already have a business, and this is going to help you scale your business to now maybe 10x your growth. Either way, it's going to benefit you because it's a very structured format that's intentional to help you get from point A to point Z by the end of the year. That's the focus, right? And again, the mastermind, it'll be in a year's format, but again, it'll start over again next year. And what we'll do is we'll allow folks to be able to come through and go through the process again and go through the journey if they want to continue with the same mastermind, or they may choose to want to be in another mastermind, focuses on elevating and getting additional information to help them grow. It'll be up to each mastermind member. They'll be able to decide what they want to do, if they want to keep growing in this kind of format, or if we'll just add additional topics and continue to go. If most of the folks stay, we'll keep it going, just keep growing and go year after year. It's going to be up to the mastermind group to decide what they want, or if they want to be able to move to another mastermind group that will be more advanced and has more value. So it'll be various, but I mean, this is going to be huge. Again, there are many of you right now, and you know what I'm talking about. Things have been tough. Like, honestly, things have been tough for whatever reason. Economy, maybe you lost your job, it's a variety of reasons why things are tough. And you're deep within you, and understand something's got to change. Like, you're thinking to yourself, something has to change. And I remember, like, I remember for me what that was. I remember that moment where my job let me go, you know, and as I sat there, I'm like, something, I can't do this again. 15 years, blood, sweat, and tears, and I have nothing really to show for except for my little 403B, whatever. What? I worked so hard, right? And I made the decision to pivot. Now, I'm not saying that you should walk away from your job. That's not what I'm saying to you. But I am saying to you that whatever that idea that you have is, whatever the dream that you have, I want to challenge and encourage you to take the time and invest in making sure that you make sure that dream happens. Don't wait, right? As I always tell people, fix your roof while the sun is out, right? So if things have already happened and things are tight, well, let's help you build something to help you grow your idea, your business to make it come to fruition. Maybe while you're still working a job or in between jobs or you're looking for a job, whatever. Or if you're in a job and you're frustrated and you're like, it's time for me to create change. I have had this idea forever. I've been doing this business. It's been stuck. I can't really get it to kind of be what it needs to be, or I'm sort of getting some momentum, but I'm not getting the amount of momentum I need. Listen, the focus here is to help you be able to now elevate, help you to thrive. Listen, folks, there's no point in having a business that's a nonprofit, right? Right? The point is to make sure you're making money. It needs to be profitable. So let's show you how to do that. Be in a community where that can happen. So, anyways, structure format. Next is mutual support. And I think this mutual support piece is that you have this environment where there's room for collaboration. Now, people don't understand how powerful networking is. Networking is a game changer. You want to be in a community where other like-minded individuals are striving like you, so you can find others that you can collaborate with, find ways to do things with. That's so important. It's not something that you should take lightly. It is really pivotally important. You want to be, I'll be honest, most of us know. Come on. Hey, tell me, and you can comment in the chat if I'm wrong. Come on. You know I'm right on this. Most people, they get up, get ready for the day, go to work, whether it's in their house or at a workplace, come home or finish up the day in the house, and maybe run some errands, watch some TV, rinse and repeat. Am I wrong? Right? You know I'm right. And it's the same old, meaning that you're really not interacting with different people, right? You aren't in communities that allow you to interact and have conversations or have the opportunity to speak to and interact with folks that are where you want to be or that can help elevate you. Is that helping you grow? Is that helping you thrive? You want to be around people that push and challenge you, people that are focused on helping you to be better, right? Isn't that important? You want to be, listen, y'all, most of us know we're not in communities that are helping us thrive. Most of us aren't intentionally around people that push us or that are focused on helping to collaborate and work with. It's not what's happening. You spend some time with your friends and family on the weekend, but most of us aren't in communities. It's the reason why there's so much loneliness. This to me is blew my mind. We're now at like 60% loneliness now in our society. 60%. I used to do a lunch and learn that was Monday through Friday every day because during the pandemic, because I knew that the folks in the company I was in at the time, I knew folks were lonely, and I was like, listen, we got to bring people together so they can not be lonely. That's book club, same concept. I understood people need community, right? So it's the same thing here. We're focused on helping you to be able to have this kind of power that comes from mutual support, to have other people that are working with you, working to help you change, working to help you get your transformation, that are there to cheer you on, that you can find as I'm going to have this person's accountability partner. I'm going to have this person's going to help me to be able to make this connection, this contact. You want to have these relationships because oftentimes you don't have those folks in your network. They're not a part of what you do because you're not really networking, right? Honestly, let's not pretend. A lot of us aren't networking. We're not doing that. It's not a part of what we do. So this is an opportunity for you to network. That's huge. That's a big deal. And so I want to encourage you to take advantage of that because I think it's one of those opportunities that will help create change and transformation for you. And maybe you don't realize that this is hurting you. Maybe you're fully unaware of the impact of trying to go alone. And maybe you think, you know what? I'm good. I'm not here to sell you. That's not what this is about. I'm not charging enough to make it that big of a deal, right? Honestly. I, I'm charging because of the fact that when you give something free, folks don't value it the same. This is what it is. So that's a part of what this is, and the expertise in that room. Well, you, folks, you can't afford to pay for them. That's real talk. Like being candid. Those that are my coaching clients, you know how much I charge, right? Y'all know, right? So yeah, with the amount of expertise that'll be in that room, you can't afford to pay for that, right? It's just is what it is. For most people, they're just not in that position. So the gift that we're giving you is priceless. The learning that will happen, priceless. So I'm not again. I'm sharing and I'm here tonight because I want to make sure there's a lot of folks that just are fully unaware of what you have. You don't know what you have in your hand. You don't know what this is, and I get it. I get it. You don't know, but I'm here to tell you so you understand how this can help you create your change. So I hope this is helpful to help you kind of understand what we're doing, while we're doing it, how it can help you to be able to elevate. And I want to end off with a couple of things just to kind of help you just think along a few lines as we're wrapping up tonight. And I want to make sure you get this part because maybe you're wondering, well, is this for me? Well, this is for you if you are a business owner and you're looking to grow, right? So part of what you're focused on is you look at your business and maybe your business is stagnant, or maybe your idea that you've had is kind of stuck and you don't know what the steps are. Maybe you have an idea and you don't know where to start. And this is a community that's good for you. This is also for you if you're like, you know what? I've been looking for a community. I've been looking for people that are like me. I've been looking for my people, my tribe. I've been trying to find others that are also striving and are looking to do and be better. I'm looking for other professionals that are focused on creating change and transformation personally, that want to live a life of fulfillment and purpose because you're building businesses about creating change. And this is for you. This is also for you if you're a high achiever. If you are someone that is self-motivated and you're like, you know what, I know that I can have a success and achieve at a high level. I just need a little guidance, direction, and support. This is for you. Now this is also for you if you are someone that really has a hard time focusing. I'm an adult with ADD, so I can understand, right? Don't. It's a superpower. Once you know how to use it, it'll change your life, right? You just need to know how to use it, right? But you feel like you're all over the place, and you just need some help to get organized and pull things together to create the focus to help you now get on track to now make the change that you know you can make and help you to get to that next level. Because since you're all over the place and you kind of feel like you're constantly disheveled and you're constantly in this like the lack of organization, the lack of focus, the it's just chaotic and you feel overwhelmed. This is for you because it's going to help you to now focus and be intentional, helping you to build and grow and move forward. And last but not least, this is for you if you've been sitting there and right now as you hear me talk, you're thinking about some regret as to what you haven't done yet, where you know you should be as far as the income you should be earning, or the idea you just haven't taken action on yet. Or your business has been okay, but it feels like it's kind of stuck, but it's just not quite where it should be. And you just need some support to help push you and get where you need to be. See, the hard truth is this: your idea, your business, we oftentimes think it's about others. But the fact of the matter is, it's always about us. It's our journey, it's our growth, it's our development. We have the power to create change and transformation. But the hardest part of this is that it's always something else, someone else, distractions, all these other things that we oftentimes focus on, when in actuality, the change and transformation begins with us. It's a personal thing. It's something we have to do. It's a journey we have to choose to embrace. It's a journey that once we embrace it, it'll change everything. It's a journey that once we choose to grasp and take hold of what's possible, well, there's no limit. And so it's just a matter of finding the right tribe, the right community. I always tell my team, my team, and I also tell my coaching clients, it's about finding your circle, finding your tribe, finding the people that you can have around you that will really push you to elevate, really push you to do and be more, that will see the greatness within you. And as a result of seeing that, won't allow you to settle for less. Are you settling for less right now? Is that what you're doing? If you're settling for less, then this is the community for you. Because there's no point in settling for mediocre. That's not what you deserve. You deserve more. You deserve better, right? You deserve to live your best life. You deserve to live your greatness. You deserve to make the impact and the change that only you can make. No one else can do what you can do. That's what it is. It doesn't matter if there's other coaches. They can't do what you can do. It doesn't matter if there's other doctors or other dentists or whatever it might be, speakers or authors. They can't do or be who you are. Your story, your journey is uniquely yours. So let's hope you create that change and transformation, because that's what the world needs. It needs more of you. That's what there are people that need what you have to share, what you bring to market. They need you. And for you to be who you need to be, you just got to be in the right community to help you flourish, grow, be nourished, right? Get that nourishment that helps to fuel you so you can be your best self. So join us, join the community. Link is in my bio. You can use that. There's a variety of ways to reach out. You can DM, comment below. Don't miss this. And even if you watch this video and March 23rd has already come and gone, 2025, and you still want to be a part, there's plenty of mastermind groups that will be here. And you'll be able to catch and benefit from all the other groups that we have, and you can still be part of the community. We'd love to have you join us. We'd love to have you be a part of what we're doing. But if you're hearing this now and you're able to catch this before March 23rd, then I want to challenge and encourage you not to miss out on this special offer, because this will be the only mastermind group at this price point. Make sure you're clear. I'm giving this gift, but it's only for this group. Is what it is, right? All of the masterminds that come behind this will cost more. This will be the only group that you can pay and be able to get in. There's a few limited spots that you can take advantage of, $50 a month for $600 for the whole year, right? Or just pay $75 as you go. So it'll be the only group at this price point. Only group. After this, that opportunity's gone. And because we have had so much interest and such a high demand, folks are so excited about it. At this point now, we're only accepting applications. So it's not even a guarantee that you get in, but don't miss the opportunity. At least apply so you can at least take a shot at helping you create your change. We'd love to have you be a part of it. But so many folks are excited and interested. I'm considering, I'm not sure by the time you hear back, maybe I decide to expand it, open up a little bit. I want to make it intimate, make it so it's small and it's so everyone's able to participate. I want to create that environment, right? So maybe you can get in if you expand, open up a little more because of the demand. But don't miss this. Don't miss this. Take action today, because you deserve it. Like, we really do. You really, truly deserve to live your best life and to make your dream your reality. You deserve that. It's something you deserve. You deserve that. All right, y'all. Coach Cecil. As I say every day, if you can dream what God, you can achieve it. So let's go out. Let's make our dreams our reality. Because you know what? You deserve it. If you're commenting in the chat and you want to hear, I got you. I'm on right now, so I can't respond. And I intentionally do that because I'm an adult with ADD. And if I see all the comments and stuff, it'll distract me. So I have to focus here and do it this way. But I promise, I'll comment below. I'll follow up with your questions. Anything else you ask, I got you. I'll definitely get back to you. All right. So don't miss this. Join us. This is going to change your life. Mindset Mastery Mastermind. God bless. Peace.